deserve for them to do, talk about civic education, registering, and all these things. They've always complained about availability of resources. But today, as we sit here, the voter turnout, IEBC does not need to do a lot. All like we've just found out, the young people are doing that for them. All IEBC therefore needs to do is to ensure that it is with the people, and the people will do the heavy lifting.
Exactly.
For them. IEBC needs to realize that in a football match, it is the referee.
It is.
In a football match, referee is not favoring anyone.
Yes.
You know, is there to ensure that everything goes according to plan.
The rules of the game
are followed. Yeah. That exactly is the role of IEBC. But here, it is because at the end of the day, anyone who passes through IEBC's hands has been given the mandate by 55 million Kenyans, who will then even decide on how IEBC will run its affairs. So it is also in their best interest to ensure that these refereeing, the people that pass through here, are people who respect the law. I believe that that's the role of IEBC, to ensure that these are people of integrity, peoples that are endearing to Kenyans, and Kenyans just love them because they believe they will deliver. That's the role of IEBC. We talk about... there is the other issue of internal processes and within IEBC. Kenyans today have a difficult time trusting that IEBC will deliver. Why? Because we just need to pause and look at the process that went into putting these individuals into office, and how political parties played a major role in the selection exercise. Remember, even the selection exercise was delayed because there is a party that went to court and said, we have not been involved. It is the political class that Kenyans said played a major role in putting these individuals into office. So from the word go, the commission itself has a difficult time, because everyone said, but we saw ODM put someone there. We saw the ruling part, the government put its person there. Wiper had its person there. How do we then believe that individuals that are there do not hold brief for these political parties, and that you will favor them and not favor us as wananchi? So moving forward then, is there a need for us to relook on how we select individuals? Political parties are stakeholders in the same, right? But how do we then ensure that even if they are stakeholders, it is not seen as if they are the ones calling the shots?
They are minor stakeholders.
Who ends up on the commission?
You know, there are major arguments about the model, model that we and the method that we apply in terms of selecting the commissioners. We have chosen the expert model way. We call it expert.
Okay.
However, I mean, there are issues around whether it's expert.
Expert is the most misused word in Kenya right now.
But we call it the expert model because we say we have appointing nominating organizations, and they're listed, including religious leaders, and they're supposed to get for us qualified people who can be able to. And if you look at the requirements of being a commission or chair, you find the qualifications indicate they should be people who have some knowledge. Even some of them are even prescribed, like for instance, law for the chair. You know, these are things which are prescribed. So there's a level of there's a level of expert. When you bring in ISPAC, the Institute of Certified Public Accountants, the expectation is that they'll nominate somebody who has understanding of financing and such kind of things, and accounting. So the thinking in terms of the kind of commission that Kenyans want to have under the current arrangements is that we have an expert model. But there are also those who argue that maybe if you made it a more political model, where we have people holding brief. Clearly,
which is what it is.
So they say the argument is usually that if we have an ODM person and a Wiper person and UDA person, they will check each other.
Definitely.
In terms of the determination of who then gets into...
Let me put a spanner before you continue. What happens if all these political parties form a coalition?
Now, this is now I bring my argument. I think, remember there was a discussion, this is the BBI discussion before, where there was a question about the kind of commission that you want, and how there were those who are fronting the political commission. I am among those people who opposed it for that very reason. But because our context in this country is that we never know where political parties are at any one electoral period. how serikali this particular election, the next time they have jumped ship, they're on the other side. And this argument, we even had it at Bomas in a NADCO discussion, because at that point, again, the political parties were trying to flex their muscles. And I asked some of those luminaries in the political parties, do you know where your colleagues are going to be by the time we head 2027? Today, they are in different camps.
True.
So because of that kind of fluidity, you don't want to have guys who can go in there and start conspiring rather than checking each other. And that's why I think the idea, it was under our circumstances been best advised that because even now, even in the current nominating, the nominating agents are not political. It's only they are made political somehow.
Yes.
We have IRCK, the Interreligious Council. We have ISPAC. We have the Law Society of Kenya. These are independent. Then they bring in PPLC. You see now where PPLC comes in, and the Parliamentary Service Commission. Now when they come in, how the cards are played there is politics. So they end up having a dominant, I think, number of, is it 4 out of the 7?
Who has majority in the House or whatever.
So that is negotiated. So you'll never ever escape the political question one way or the other. But at least their agreement at this point is that while we'll not avoid it, at least we know that we have not modeled it very clearly